another of our collective worship assembly videos. I hope you're sitting comfortably and you're in a good mood today, because we're going to be talking about some different feelings and emotions today. So actually, however you're feeling, I think you'll get something brilliant out of this collective worship assembly today. So, first off, I'm going to hand over to Hettie and Emily for some fun and games, then I'll tell you a story, and also Emily's going to share some thoughts on that story. So, here we go, Hettie and Emily!
Hey everyone! Hey. Welcome! It is so great to see you. We always say that. For you to see us and for you to be with us while we have some fun.
Yes.
We're going to play some games.
We are.
Obviously, a story. It's a great story. I love the story today.
Good.
And we're going to have some fun with emotions and faces like this. Do you like my faces?
Interesting. Okay, anyway, should we get started?
Yeah. Are you ready for a bit of dancing?
Oh yeah, why not?
Well, I was thinking, you know, it's good to warm ourselves up a little bit. Maybe we could play musical statues.
Love that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, the music will play, we and you will dance.
Well, what, sorry?
Dance.
Oh.
And then when the music stops, you stop. And see how quickly you can stop when the music stops.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
See which one of us can stop quickest.
Oof.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yep. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Let's go! Oh, nice one! Go again! I don't know what these dance moves are, but you know, go again! You were a bit slower that time.
I was a bit slower.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, last three. Let's do three more.
Three. Okay.
Three more,
Yeah.
because you know I want to see more of you dancing.
Great.
Let's go! Oh, nice one! Go again! A bit swimming.
I'm really not good at this game.
Okay, last one. Let's see if you can get the last one.
Yeah.
Last one. Go!
Yeah. Got far too into it. I'm not this down somewhere. Yeah.
You're just gonna carry on, aren't you?
Yeah. Loving life.
Well, we had a good dance,
We did.
and some of us were able to freeze quicker than others, but that's okay because we had some fun.
Yes.
So hopefully you got on all right and had a bit of fun, bit of a boogie, and warmed yourself up.
Well, that was an experience, wasn't it? Nice dancing, Hettie and Emily. I'm sure everyone at home was dancing a lot better though. Anyway, so our story this week I'm going to read for us. And it's from the rhyming Bible that we're always reading our stories from. And this story Emily's going to share a little bit about a little bit later in the video. So, let me begin. The story's called Every Last Son. A man had 2 sons, and he loved them. But one of them went astray, took half the man's cash, and made a dash to a country far, far away. The son went to spend all his money, he gambled and partied all day. He didn't take long, and when it was gone, his friends all just wandered away. For every last son is special, no matter how far he roams. So the father will wait just as long as it takes until his lost son comes home. And then when things couldn't look harder, a famine came on that land. With nothing to eat, no shoes on his feet, the son hoped for some helping hand. When no one would stoop to assist him, he found a disgusting job. Feeding the swine, he wished he could dine on the grub they sucked into their gobs. For every last son is special, no matter how far he roams. So the father will wait just as long as it takes until his son comes home. And then the son came to his senses. Just what am I doing? He said. I'll go to my dad, admit I've been bad, and work as his servant instead. At once he went back to his father. And when the old man saw his boy, he started to run towards his son, racing and jumping for joy. For every last son is special, no matter how far he roams. So the father will wait just as long as it takes until his son comes home. And there, in the arms of his father, the son, just as planned, bowed his head. I'm not worthy, Dad, to be called your lad. Let me work as your servant instead. But the father smiled and said, Nonsense! He called to his servants, Come here. Bring a robe now, go kill a fat cow. My lost son has just reappeared. Not fair, said the older son, grumbling. But right, said his patient old dad. Your brother was dead, he's alive now instead. It's time for us all to be glad. For every last son is special, no matter how far he roams. For the father will wait just as long as it takes until his lost son comes home. Great, I've got him back. Time to do a little bit more fun and games, eh?
Okay.
It's about to get a little bit emotional. So, for our emoji game, that was a good emoji.
Yeah.
For our emoji game, that you are going to see 3 emojis at the bottom of the screen for every question that we do. And Hettie
I was pulling faces.
and Emily are going to do their version of that emoji for you. And one of the 3 emojis is the right one, and you've got to choose A, B or C, okay? Makes sense? We'll do a practice one, okay? So when I clap, they're gonna hold their emoji face, and you're gonna guess which one it is, A, B or C. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ready? Okay. Which one is it? Is it A, B or C? Nice easy practice one, I think this. Let's not let them hold it a little bit longer. There we go. Okay. Well done. What did you guess? It is B. Well done if you got that right. If you didn't, don't worry. We've got a few more coming up now that we can practice. Here's the real deal. Okay. First one then. Is it A, B or C? Let's on 3. 1, 2, 3. What do you think? A, B or C? Okay. It is A! Well done if you got that right. Sorry if you didn't, but we'll try another one, don't worry. Okay, our next one then. 3, 2, 1. Is it A, B or C? What do you think? Ooh. It is B! Well done. So that's the confused face and the unamused face. Both fairly similar. So well done if you got them right. Okay, are we ready for our next one? 3, 2, 1. What do we think it is? What do you think it is? A, B, or C? It is B! Well done, it's the in love face. Next one, 3, 2, 1. What is it? A, B, or C? It's C! Well done, it's the smirk face.
What's your smirk look like?
Mine's
like...
Your smirk's
My
quite...
smirk's got eyebrow movements.
Yeah. Mine would have, but it's just an emoji.
Wow,
yeah. I did it anyway.
Your smirks are quite different, aren't they, actually? They look quite different to each other in the way we express our emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, are we ready for our next one?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Which one is it? A, B, or C? It's B. It's the tired face.
I literally had my head back.
Yeah.
I'm so close to falling asleep there.
You both look quite different in how you express
the
your
tired
tiredness.
emoji's a bit more like...
Yeah.
But I don't do that when I'm tired. It's too much effort to move your mouth.
Yeah. Whoever made those emojis, Mr. Apple or whatever. Clearly he just doesn't do tiredness the way we do.
No.
Okay, last one then. 3, 2, 1. A, B, or C? What do you think? That's a clue. It is A! It's the thinking face. Thinking.
I always put my hand here when I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Well, funny that we should do our thinking face last, because it is actually time for Emily to do her thought on the story that I read not so long ago.
So emotions and feelings are a bit of a funny thing. And it's all about how we feel because of what we've seen or what we've heard or what we've experienced. Now I wonder whether you have ever watched a film Inside Out. I love it. And there's 5 characters in there which are all emotions. I wonder whether you can name them with me. The first one, joy. Second one, sadness. Third one, fear. Fourth one, disgust. She does not like broccoli. Okay, and the last one, anger. Okay, so they are the emotions within that film. So we're going to be looking at the story of the prodigal son through those 5 emotions. Now at the beginning of the story, one of the sons goes up to the father and says, I want half of everything that you have. Like now. When actually this kind of means that the son's gone to the dad, you know the inheritance you're going to give me when you die? Yeah, if you could give that to me now, that'd be great. And the sadness that the father must have felt at that point would have been overwhelming, because it's basically his son turning his back on his father. Then we see that the son goes and lives the high life. He is out partying, he is having fun times, but then all the money goes. And he ends up working with the pigs. And the son probably had time to reflect upon all the things that he had done and all the things that he had said, and felt disgusted about his behaviour. But he wanted to do something about it, to get out of that situation. So he decides to go back to his father and say, do you know what? Like, I'm really sorry. Like, can I please come home? I'll come home just as your servant. And I can imagine as he's walking up the path that there's such fear inside of the son. Will my father accept me? Will he turn me away? But as the son walks up that path, the father sees him and is filled with such joy that the son has come home, that he runs to his son, gives him a massive hug and gives him lots of gifts and says, let's have a big party. And he was accepted back as a son, not as a servant. But what we forget is that there's a second son. A son that has stood by his dad the whole time. And you can imagine that when the first son comes back, of course he's going to be a bit angry. Because he stayed and he looked after his dad. And the other one took all the money. That's not very nice. So there's so many emotions within that story. But I want you to know that every emotion that you feel is valid. Because in this world today, there are people that see things as this is a positive emotion or this is a negative emotion. Whereas I want to just say to you, they're just emotions. And we're allowed to feel the way that we feel. But it's how we deal with those emotions. So it's okay to be angry, but it's how do we deal with that anger? So I can sometimes feel really angry and disgusted about certain things that are happening in this world. And one of those things is the fact that not everyone has clean water. And we're really lucky in our country that we do. Whereas in other countries, because it's not clean, actually it can cause them to get really unwell and sometimes maybe even die. And so that causes those emotions inside of me, but it's what I do with them that has an impact. Do I just sit on them and just feel it, or do I do something positive with it? Now I can do that by campaigning for different things. I can do that by raising money and awareness. There's loads of different things that I can turn that into a really positive action. So the thing is, if we keep our emotions inside and we don't talk to other people about it, it's kind of like having a can of fizzy drink and just shaking it and shaking it and shaking it and shaking it, and then as soon as you open it, it just explodes and goes everywhere. And actually that's not great, is it? When we should be able to deal with the emotions inside of us. And actually a lot of times it would be really good if we spoke to our trusted adults and say, this is how I'm feeling. And they'll be able to help us process that, think about it, and how we can act upon it. So my challenge to you is to think about, how do I currently feel? And then if you feel that you need to talk to someone about it, go to your trusted adult.
Great, what a really great message for us that Emily's just shared. Thinking about how we look at our emotions and what we do with our emotions. Because we feel all sorts of things, but it's important to be positive in how we handle our emotions and who we talk to and how we share things instead of letting it all fizz up inside. So I want you to remember that. I want you to try and use that advice whenever you need it, and we're going to be having more and more of our collective worship assemblies bringing you lots of helpful advice for getting through life. So I'll see you next time. Have a good week. Bye.